The new trailer for Detective Pikachu is full of recognizable Pokemon from the classic series, and you have to look carefully if you want to catch them all. Here's a look at everything you might have missed. The film stars Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu. And is this a subtle reference to another Ryan Reynolds character, Green Lantern?
Another round, extra shot, Blackest Night, thank you, sweetie.
Blackest Night is the name of a Green Lantern comic series. The movie takes place in the fictional Rhyme City, the same city in the Nintendo 3DS game. And the plot revolves around Pikachu and a boy named Tim Goodman, searching for his father, Harry Goodman, who disappeared after a mysterious car crash. Kathryn Newton from Big Little Lies plays a character named Lucy, seen here with her Psyduck. The shots of Rhyme City are full of references to various Pokemon from different generations. Here's a Snorlax sleeping at an intersection. A shout out to the games in which the Snorlax usually blocks the player's path. Machamp seems to be directing traffic with his multiple arms. Outside the RCPD building, we see multiple police dogs. Growlithe and the evolved form Arcanine. There's also what appears to be a Slacking lying in the background, and Gen 5's Golurk working as security guards. Climbing on the power lines outside of this building are some Joltik bug electric-type Pokemon from Gen 5. In the game, the Hi-Hat Cafe is owned by a character named Pablo Milan, and his Pokemon Ludicolo, seen here. The sign outside the cafe shows the owl Pokemon Noctowl, which makes sense since it's a nocturnal creature. We see a very furry Jigglypuff on the table in the cafe, which also appeared in the first trailer. And behind it is a poster for an upcoming battle between two fighting-type Pokemon, Machamp and Primeape. Mr. Mime was also featured in the first trailer, with his disturbing new look, and he's still being interrogated by Tim and Pikachu. We also see some quick shots of a slobbery Lickitung and a grumpy-looking Snubbull. The trailer gives us our first glimpse of a Pokemon battle arena as well. Flanking the DJs are two Loudred Pokemon, which have ears that work like loudspeakers. The two Pokemon fighting appear to be Blastoise and the Ghost-type Pokemon Gengar. And if you look closely, there's even a Magikarp in the fish tank in the background. We get a quick shot of many other Pokemon watching from the sidelines. Behind Pikachu is Pancham, a panda-like Pokemon we also saw on our Missing Persons poster next to a missing Squirtle. There's also a Charmander and a Trico. And in the wide shot, we see what appears to be Audino and Octillery. Pikachu gets paired up against Charizard, whose trainer also has a Charizard tattoo on his chest. There's a brief shot of a large building in a valley. This is likely the Pokemon Comprehensive Laboratory from the video game, a key location in the plot of the story, which we won't spoil here. Here we see Tim and Pikachu being led through a stream by a bunch of Bulbasaur and Morelull, and a Cubone, which wears the skull of its dead mother, pops out of a Pokeball. There are a few different shots of a monkey fighting type Pokemon called Aipom, which look a lot more vicious than they do in the games or cartoon. On the desk next to Pikachu, we see 3 stones. These are likely evolution stones, which are used to evolve certain Pokemon. The one in the middle resembles the Sinnoh Stone, a Gen 4 stone exclusive to Pokemon Go. Speaking of evolutions, the trailer also shows us an Eevee evolving into a fire-type Pokemon, Flareon. And behind this Flareon are statues of Dialga, Arceus, and Palkia, from left to right. Rhyme City is famous for hosting a Pokemon Carnival, and these parade balloons likely appeared during this event. We get our first look at the legendary Gen 1 Pokemon, Mewtwo, emerging from one of these balloons. Mewtwo also plays a very important role in the story, but you'll have to wait until the film comes out in May to solve the mystery.
He's barely moving.
Don't tell him that.
Oh, he's on a bike. Quick, get in front of him.
Stop.
Oh, no. He's going down hard, Tim. Should have worn a helmet.